Welcome to the Embrace Strength podcast. I'm your host, Ashley Crocker. I am an experienced trainer and active life professional. I work with people who are struggling with nagging pain to get back to the activities they love without fear of re-injury. This podcast is here to educate and provide value to you on all things health, fitness, staying active, and personal development. Let's dive in. Hello. Welcome back to the pod. I'm excited about today's episode. Got myself a nice little flavored drink next to me, and it's the afternoon. This is the fourth podcast I've recorded today, and it's Friday when I'm recording this. So, all of that to say, I'm looking forward to chatting about this topic today, and I'm going to be talking about the 3 most underrated strength movements for long-term joint health. And these movements I'm going to share with you are so simple, but you would be surprised how many people are not doing movements like this. And I didn't do most of these movements until I got injured. And then I was like, wow, I would have been a lot better CrossFitter if I would have been doing movements like this prior to my injury. But hindsight's 2020, and that's why I'm here to share these movements with you guys. My body would have felt so much better with all the training that I was doing at that time in my life if I would have been doing movements like this. So we are just going to get right into it. Movement number 1 is going to be split squats, okay? And split squats are one of those things that you can just dress up or dress down however you like. You can make them super simple and easy. You can make them super difficult and horrible. So it just kind of depends on what level your fitness is at and pick your poison type of thing. But the reason why these are so powerful is it builds single leg strength, obviously. It helps with hip stability. You have to control yourself a lot more rather than just a regular 2-legged squat. It's way harder to quote unquote cheat than a bilateral squat, even just like an air squat, right? Like if you have any sort of compensation happening, you're going to notice it in a split squat. And yeah, this is easily scalable up or down depending on multitude of different factors. But if you've never done it before, just do a good old-fashioned regular split squat, control on the way down. And if you're somebody who has knee issues and you can't get a lot of bend in your knee, even just going to half range of motion is a great place to start. But they're seriously the GOAT, and you can make them very hard, like a rear foot elevated Bulgarian split squat. You can do a split squat rock back, and so you can just lots of variety here. But that is movement number 1. Movement number 2 is going to be carries, all types of carries. We're talking like farmer's carry with, a weight in each hand, single arm carry, overhead carry, mixed rack carry, double arm, single arm, many different variations again with the carries here. But the reason why they're so great is they work on grip strength. Grip strength can be one of the number 1 predictors of longevity. I bet you didn't know that, but it is true. So grip strength is super important. It also works core strength, because when you're doing something like a carry, you can't really cheat your core, right? You have to stand up tall, keep your core engaged. It's great for working on core strength. It's also really great for shoulder health. And again, it's great for identifying imbalances side to side. And so carries are awesome, and you should be doing them. And movement number 3 is going to be just adding tempo to your movements. One of the most common cues I'm giving new clients is slow down in your movements. Slow the hell down. And you would be surprised how different it can change a movement. It can completely change a movement. And I think that there was this time in the fitness world, maybe it's still happening, I'm not really sure because of the fitness bubble I'm in, but like where going faster was better. The faster you could go, the better. The more, athletic you were and whatever, like, and to an extent, right? If we're talking about like pure athleticism, there's a time to move fast and like work on speed. But if you're just like a general population person, you're like doing your squats, doing your presses, you should not be like doing them as fast as possible. You're going to get way more out of the movement if you do a faster up, slower down tempo, or a 2 second up, 2 second down tempo, 3 second up, 3 second down tempo, 4 seconds, you're getting the idea here. But what that does is it gets you more time under tension. And what that means is like your muscles are going to be loaded for longer, therefore more gains, right? And it is also really great because you have more time under tension, it's great for building muscle and great for stability. It builds control in movements. And so just 100%, you should be having some sort of tempo in your lifts. I don't care who you are, right? And I should have been doing tempo a lot sooner in my fitness journey. And literally that's one of the most common corrections I give clients. Slow down. And yeah, one more thing on tempo is that if you're somebody that's dealing with like knee pain, simply adding tempo and swapping to unilateral movements could potentially change your life, right? So anyways, that is all for this episode. I hope that you had some solid takeaways from today. If you don't have these movements in your training, add them in, see how it makes a difference in how you feel. If you are somebody who wants some specific advice on your own training, your nagging injury or pain, I offer free injury audits, which is exactly what it sounds like. You're going to fill out a short questionnaire and I will review it. I will make a Google document and a review video giving you my thoughts on what you're dealing with, what it could potentially be, and 1 to 2 action steps that you should do in order to make progress in the right direction. So if you're somebody that's been kind of poking around my world, but you're not ready for an assessment, free injury audits where it's at. I don't bite. So I will put a link for that in the show notes if you're interested. Otherwise, would love to connect with you on IG, and I will see you in the next episode.